Hello, welcome to Get Your Mind On. I'm Lori Stoss. Today we're going to take some time to think about celebration. When was the last time you took time to celebrate? We're today in this nice, bright, shiny green room to think about celebrations and how they make us feel. So if celebrations are usually a great thing, why aren't we doing them more often? So what's the time you took to celebrate? Think of that memory. Now, most of the time when we celebrate things like, looking at my daughter's room here, we celebrate things like graduations, birthdays, parties with families, soccer games, wins, being with friends, family get-togethers, and another birthday. So all those things are natural ways that we celebrate. And when you think about those things, those are usually the things we value most. So when you think about celebrating, step back and think about, what do you value? Obviously, here's a lot about family, making memories, creating those moments. Sometimes we celebrate accomplishments. That's usually the most successful way of celebrating is a graduation, right? Even though this was a preschool graduation, it's something important that we celebrate. So we think mostly about accomplishments, sometimes about goals. But have you ever thought to stop and celebrate something simple like a great idea? Or maybe a new relationship? Those things that might be really important to us, but we really don't stop to celebrate some of those things. Because some of us are driven to accomplish, and some of us are not so much. We might be the type that are a little bit more introverted, a little bit more thinking about a great idea. But maybe you don't share that with somebody, but you're not celebrating those types of things. Same thing with relationships. Some of us meet hundreds of people in a month, and some of us maybe meet one or two. It's okay. We don't need to compare. But the other thing we always do is we put other people on pedestals and we celebrate them. We celebrate, gosh, look at that person. They're so good at this. Or she's so great at that. He's so good at this. But how many times have you taken to celebrate you? To celebrate something that's meaningful to you? So this is really about, it's not about comparing ourselves, but it's about really, when you look at this book and think of the byline, how to find joy in this chaotic world and live life to its fullest. We talked about positivity the week before, and we really have to think about, why do we live? Why do we exist? And if we just keep moving along very quickly in our days and hurrying along and not stopping to take time to celebrate, we really don't really understand our purpose and the why. Some of us are naturally wired that we're just here for the next accomplishment, the next goal, the next, and we don't stop to take time to celebrate. So I want you to think about a few things. Is celebrating in your personal life? What's something that you can celebrate personally? That could be that personal goal of changing your thinking, changing the way you think, maybe a goal that you've accomplished, maybe a few pounds that you've lost or worked out every day, whatever it might be. Let's think about your family. What's important to celebrate with your family? Okay, sometimes we think it has to be something big. It doesn't have to be something big. Something that we started as a tradition long ago. My friend Jean made this plate for me years ago for our family, and it's a special day plate. And so we just get this out when there's something fun to celebrate as a family. It might be that someone had a tough test and did a good job on it. It could be just a behavior that's changed or whatever it might be, but it's just a way to celebrate because you want to give that value to people. So when the kids would show up and that would be at the table, it'd be something that would bring a smile to their face. The other thing is celebrating our work or our workplace environment. Okay, some of us may manage people. It doesn't matter if you do or don't. It might just be time today to say, hey, it's time to do something fun. Let's go to lunch. Or, hey, I brought some donuts today or whatever, for no reason at all. Just stopping to celebrate. Or it might be just that smile of appreciation. Writing a sticky note and putting a smiley face or telling somebody thank you doesn't take but a few seconds. Writing a handwritten note in the work environment, thanking someone for something, it's a great celebration. So we really think about our process of celebrating. It doesn't always have to be big or a huge event, but it just needs to be the little things every day because those are the things that make a difference. And those are the ways we live life to the fullest. So for positive charge this week, I want you to first think about, do you celebrate? Pretty simple question, yes or no. 2, what type of celebration had the greatest impact on you? Think of one of those. What was the best memory you had of celebration? And 3 is think about what can you do this week to cause a moment of celebration. Not just for someone else, but one for you and one for someone else. Our life zips by too fast. We have lots of things going around us every day in this chaotic world, and we all have a purpose and want to make our lives the best that we can be and live life to the fullest. So take some time this week to celebrate you and the others around you. Thanks for joining us today, and remember to get your mind on.